Let's look at Corbus Pharmaceuticals. First off, read this disclaimer carefully and do your good deed of the day by liking and subscribing. So I have one of those bonus themes that I call comeback stories. So these are stocks that have been, through some rough times, but where we are looking for potentially a turnaround. Because the great thing about the magic of percentages is that if you are able to find those that turn around from a very low level, the move can be huge. So here is Corbus Pharmaceuticals. 25% here from the low, and it has been through a whopping minus 88% pullback, which obviously is pretty bad, but maybe there's an opportunity. So here is the company. Now let's look at their pipeline. So endocannabinoid system science, endocrine biology. Okay. So let's look at our company. Corbus is committed to leveraging our expertise in immunology to fulfill our purpose of developing innovative new medicines that improve the lives of people living with inflammatory, fibrotic, and metabolic diseases and cancer. Yeah. Let's jump into the charts. This is the big picture, huge picture. Weekly data points. Let's actually change the color here to, blue, like that. We could be forming a very major double, or potentially, I guess you could call it a triple bottom. At least this current level has triggered bulls to buy before. In this instance here, as an example, we had, almost approaching 1,000% move. From the current price level to a new all-time high would be, 855-ish%. Obviously, this is playing with percentages. It's hypothetical, but we could get, a big move. Obviously, the stock has gone down because there's been bad news. That is the reality of the situation. So this is a risky setup. But it's one of those situations where, if there is a turnaround, then the profits can be very, very substantial. The bears have been ferocious as of late. There is some cyclicality to this stock, but not that consistent. If we measure this move here as an example as a pure trade, up to this high, we were approaching, 300-ish%. So it's been fantastic for, swing trading in the past. Let's go here to the daily data points. You could argue that we are approaching, a very key low level. The bears are clearly still in control, and we have been lower, both in terms of PPO and RSI in the past. But this is one of those levels that historically tend to be bought and at least trigger a speculative rally. So I'm leaning bullish here technically, though it is highly speculative. Over the last 5 years, August is actually one of the stronger months. It's not been strong this August, but August is not over. Looking at all the time we have here, 7-ish years, August is, if you look here at the average performance, August is actually the strongest month. It only closes higher 57% of the time, though. September and October they tend to be very weak. So the seasonality is a bit messy. Looking here at Finviz, we are below quite a few trend lines. That is more bearish. Looking here at the price targets. So from the current price of $1.14 to this downward revised price target of $3 from Roth Capital, that would be a 163% move. So that is, bullish, even though there's been a plethora of the downgrades. Looking here at SACS, they do have a number 3 hold, F value, F growth, F momentum, so a lot of F here. So obviously Sachs is definitively in the bearish camp, also when it comes to the industry rank. Market cap is $143-ish million. So this is definitively a small company, but it's in those stocks where you can get those huge moves. It would be pretty absurd to expect, an 800% move in like Biogen. Biogen is a huge company, so let's just quickly look at Biogen. So $143-ish million in market cap here for Corbus Pharmaceuticals. Biogen is $51 billion in market cap, so huge difference. And it is much easier to get those big percentage moves with these high spec stocks than the big huge caps. So I think that when we take the evidence together here, there's more reasons to be bullish than bearish. But this is in the comeback stories theme. The nature of that theme is that there's high risk, high reward. If we are able to get some of those, even if it is just a mean reversion to the upside, it can be so significant. And there's been multiples of those here for Corbus Pharmaceuticals. Like this move as an example, all of a sudden, 94%. This move here as an example, that was 194-ish%. It was followed by a huge crash, but it just goes to show you that some of those very big percentage moves comes in these kinds of stocks. And the only thing that matters to your trading account is the percentage moves. Your account doesn't really care about whether you are trading large caps or whether it's small caps. Obviously, if you are going to get into the small caps, you should have much smaller position sizes than you would have if you are, for example, going to invest in Biogen. So yeah, whatever you do, of course, you want to let the trend be your friend and be nimble.